Hi, Taurus. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your November 2021 forecast. So, we're going to go ahead and look at what is coming in for you, Taurus. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can also look at your North Node placement as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to see what is coming in for you, Taurus. What can you expect? What does Spirit want you to know about the month of November? All right, so let's get into it. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. So Spirit, Angels, please, let's see what's going on for Taurus. What messages do we have for the collective Taurus energy? Whoever is tuning into this reading, what is coming in the month of November? What do you need to hear? Okay, that just kind of flew out, but we're not going to take them. Taurus. All right, let's see. So what is the overall theme for you, Taurus, in the month of November? So Spirit, what is the overall theme for Taurus in the month of November? Wow, so we have the dead end here. Okay, and then we also have the hunter at the bottom with the seed beneath that. Very significant energy is what I'm getting. So obviously with the dead end, there's something here that has reached a dead end. It could be anything. But the fact that we have the hunter and we have the seed, this is kind of like an ace of pentacles, and the chariot to me is what I'm getting. But this is about some form of potential, either an untapped potential, or this with this hunter, it's about moving forward. It's like hunting something down. What do you really want? So I do think for many of you, there could be a situation here in November. I was going to say October, so maybe it happened in October. That I feel is reaching a dead end. For the most part, let's see what else we have. But for the most part, I do think this is speaking more to a situation here that you were actually planting a new seed, like a new beginning in your life. And this is happening because of some form of dead end. Like you can't really go any further. You can't really move past. It's like a gate here that's blocking something. For some of you, this could be something you started and it didn't really work out. But I think for the most part, this is what it is. It's like you're hunting down, what do you truly want? What is going to be something you feel like you want to pursue? And it might be that this is different than what you have been kind of going towards, okay? Yeah, so look at this. We have the rhino here, overcome any obstacles. And we do have the turtle, slow and steady wins the race. So let's get a few more here. Those kind of just showed themselves. So, and I do think they're significant because there's some form of obstacle here that you're overcoming, or you're being advised to know that in November, you have the capability to overcome some form of obstacle that you have presented in your life, because something is not working anymore. A tactic, maybe even a whole situation is not working. It could require a slow and steady pace though, so don't charge ahead too quickly is what I'm getting. So what else do we have for Taurus, Spirit, please, in November? Taurus in November, what's coming in? Okay, we do have the otter here. You are never alone. What else do we have for Taurus, Spirit? Okay, that one was at the bottom, so definitely wanted to come through. I was going to talk about it, but we have the sandpiper here, be playful, and we also have the frog, clear out the clutter. So yeah, definitely with the dead end and the seed, I'm certainly getting this is about planting a new seed. So whatever you want to plant, whatever new projects, whatever new situations are coming in for you, this frog spirit and the dead end is making way for it. So things might be clearing out of your life, or you might be ready for this. Some of you, I think for most of you, you're probably ready for this because you probably are aware that something has reached a dead end here. I also feel too with this, you are never alone. This is about spiritual support for the most part. I think this is about spirit supporting you along the way. You could also have people that are going to be around you in November who are telling you that it's, it's okay, or they're here to support you. The sandpiper wanted to come through a few times, so maybe have a more playful approach to whatever you're going through. Let's see what else we have for Taurus in November, Spirit. What's coming in? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Taurus. Yeah, wow. reinvent yourself. So it says here, determine your skills and talent. Sit this one out and figure out how to improve. You don't have to be perfect, but it does require authenticity. So, I mean, this is what I'm getting with the hunter. It's like you are determining what do you want. Maybe you know what it is, maybe you don't know what it is here, but it does say here, sit this one out and figure out how to improve. So for some of you, this is why I'm feeling like this is something that you still want, but maybe you have a temporary dead end. Like you can't really, you're having some form of halt in your movement. I did see that turtle spirit too. So if you feel like you're going against, like you're trying to, like keep opening a door that is either not ready to open at the moment or just isn't the right door for you, it's like the more you try to open that same door, it's actually a dead end. So you kind of have to go back a little bit, I feel. So Spirit is saying here that in November, it's going to be a time of you reinventing yourself. Okay, I think this is more about career and just, you know, what you're doing for your whole life. It could even just be the way that you feel about yourself, the way that you, you know, feel about your, you know, your body, yourself, whatever it is. It says here you don't have to be perfect, but it does require authenticity. So I think this is also Spirit coming through for support too with this. You are never alone. You have what it takes to be who you want to be, but there's definitely some clutter you need to kind of remove first. Okay, so we have Lilith here. You are powerful and independent, but with such power comes great responsibility, a dance between dark and light. Go deep within the darkness of the unknown. So yeah, and here's at the bottom, we have brand yourself. So perhaps it's time to embrace the real you and stop muffling your style. Be bold and show them who you are. Make your brand work for you. So with this Lilith here, you're powerful and independent, but with such power comes great responsibility. And the 8th house just flew out here too, endings and beginnings. So yeah, there's something here about, like there's some form of power here that you're holding here, Taurus, I feel. And it is something that you're maybe, I don't know, let's see what else we have. I'm not sure if it's because with this dead end here. Actually, let's get one card to confirm the dead end. Why do we have the dead end for Taurus? Okay, so perhaps luxuries have turned into needs or simply spending more than you make. Take a long, hard, honest look, but lying to yourself will never allow you to get ahead. This is also saying kind of the same thing, focusing on outer things rather than inner, and be the queen of your domain. Don't sit behind the scenes. So maybe some of you have been relying too much on what's external outside of you rather than what's within, and that could be something here too. It might also be that, you know, you have, it says take a good, honest look at yourself. So that could be what you're doing as well to, you know, get on the right direction. There's something about like your own power that you're having here with the Lilith here, but maybe you can't seem to get ahead, or there's something here preventing. So what else for Taurus is the theme for November for you? Okay, we do have 11th house, which is interesting because it says friends here, and we do have this you are never alone. So this might be just spiritual friends, you know, it might be people who, or spirit guides who are around you, supporting you here, but it also could be that you're being encouraged to reach out to people that you trust, reach out to your social circle with this be playful here too, brand yourself, be bold. So there's something here connecting to you having more support than you think you have is what I'm getting. What else for Taurus in November? What's coming in for Taurus in November? Okay, let's get a few of these. Tell me what's coming in for Taurus Spirit in November. So we have two things that say playfulness, okay? We have playfulness here, and we also have be playful. So I don't know, this is a very interesting energy because I feel like for many of you, there's some stagnation that you're in. We have stagnation here. When you feel stuck, let go and refocus until the answers come. We do have the Six of Swords reverse and the Hanged Man. So there's something you have not resolved here. I do think part of the Hanged Man energy is necessary because it does give us a different perspective on something. We're able to kind of look at things in more of this Neptune energy, look at things from a different perspective, clear out the clutter here. But with the Six of Swords reversed, there's something that I feel for many of you that I don't know if it's that you keep going back to a dead end, or you just have you're just struggling to move forward here, because that's definitely what I'm getting. So in November, I feel like it's going to be a time for you more so to find a more playful approach, find a more light-hearted approach here. In this case, the Four of Cups reverse is talking about this stagnation for you. There's something emotionally here that you've been kind of stuck on, I feel. If it's not an emotion, it could be an actual situation like a job or even your friends, because we do have quite a few. We have the Three of Cups and we have the 11th house coming through. So maybe you need to kind of clear out the clutter when it comes to what is preventing you from stepping into your power, but also what is preventing you from like kind of becoming more out there. Like some of you, I feel like with the playful here, you might even be encouraged to go out a little bit more, or to make friends, or to be around your social circle that is good for you, or have new experiences. Something like this is what I'm getting, because there's definitely a feeling here of you reinventing yourself, but there's with the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse. Again, this is kind of you not somehow being as abundant as you could be, or not feeling at home with yourself or your situation. We do have the, yeah, your energy is precious. Give yourself and your home some TLC. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think for you, Taurus, the month of November is definitely going to be more about you finding a new approach, you know, planting new seeds, or going back to the original seed or the original idea that you have here, whatever that is, or maybe just like in general, it doesn't have to be just one specific thing. There's some form of emotional stagnation for you here. For some, it could even be the people that you do surround yourself with. You'll know if that's for you, but it could be. But there's, with the Six of Swords in reverse, this talks about not being able to walk away from something or completely heal from something. And that's what I'm getting. It's like that dead end. Like you can't even, like, you keep driving towards the dead end, or you turn around and you go back to the dead end. Something like this is what I'm getting. But with the 8th house coming through, this is, you know, definitely a very powerful energy. So this has to do here with this. In this deck, it says endings and new beginnings. But the 8th house is, you know, the death and rebirth. It's Scorpio energy. Yeah, this flew out. We have stranded. You may feel stranded financially or emotionally with no help from anyone. You may have also cut off and out of touch. Take time to think of plans for the future. Have faith and trust yourself. So that definitely goes together with this year too. There's something that you need to kind of feel more passionate about, or find what you're truly passionate about. And if you already know what that is, maybe you feel like you don't have support around you, or you see another card about support here. I feel like this is more of a personal thing for many of you, Taurus. I don't think this is really, it's more of your circumstances within your own perception for the most part. Anything else for Taurus in November? What's coming in? Yes, we have choices. So you will find that many choices are being presented to you. Choose wisely, for it will influence your future. Seek advice. And then we also have release here. By holding on to a person from the past, it is not allowing either of you to move on with your life. It is not important why the person is in your life, but why you cannot let him or her go. It is old baggage, let go. Wow, so this doesn't have to be a person for all of you, but this is what I was getting with the dead end. This is why the seed and the hunter here, it's like the full potential of yourself here, Taurus, has not been fully realized. And I don't know what this is for you specifically, but there's some form of dead end that you need to confront. Yeah. And this with the stagnation here too. Look at like the cobwebs here too. It's like you keep floating in a stuck energy. And if you consciously know what you're holding on to, it's really important, Spirit is saying, to let that go, because it's actually causing you to clear out the clutter too. So I mean, there's a lot of indication of this. So for you, for you, Taurus, I almost forgot I was doing Taurus. This is going to be a month of you clearing out the clutter. I kind of feel like it's up to you if you want to do it or not, though, because some of you, I feel maybe you won't be doing this. You're going to be kind of still feeling a bit stagnant, but it is a lesson in itself with the Hanged Man here, that sometimes you just need to see things from a different perspective. Sometimes you just need to have that time to yourself, or your time on your own here, to really find your path. But if you feel like you're stuck, then Spirit's saying to try in November here to find ways to find little joys, to be playful, to have fun. And I do feel like with this Lilith here and that 8th house energy, there's something going on in your 8th house. There's some form of very powerful shift here. So maybe study a little bit about the 8th house, and what that means for you specifically. But it's like you do have a lot of power within you. Untapped potential is kind of what I'm getting here too. So use that power and use that passion within you to create, from that place of passion. You may have some choices here in career and love, that will come up for you. It could be with people around you, or just, events, things like this in November. And I think that it's probably, I feel like it's more so about going after that and having, if it's lighter, if it's fun, this will help you to come out of this 4 of Cups energy, is what I'm getting. So your home could also be important too, with the Queen of Pentacles, especially if you're a mother or if you have a family, or even if not, just connect to your home, maybe renovate your home to a place that feels more inviting for you. Taurus, being a Venusian soul, that's very important for you too. So work on your like TLC within your home and within your actual self here. There's something, I can't even pinpoint what it is. There's some form of stagnation here. And you may feel alone. You feel like you're this wolf in the lake here. Like you don't really have anyone to support you. But this is why it's saying to take time to think of new plans for the future. Because, that's the seed here in the hunter. Definitely. For some, you don't even know what this is yet. It's like you haven't found that seed yet that you want to plant or grow. All right, let's see what else for Taurus, please, Spirit. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node in the month of November. Anything else for Taurus in November? Yeah, so you are meant to be a teacher and a leader, and you have something valuable to share. Whatever inspiration is running through you, there's something in it that others need to hear. So this is pretty much the same message. So yeah, with this Lilith here, there's something you have within you that needs to be shared. Even if it's not like being an actual leader, it's something to do with how you are projecting your passion. How are you using that to move forward? So whatever that is for you, you really have to pursue that. Also balance your crown chakra. So do some meditations that will help to balance your crown chakra. This is about expansion for you, also being more playful. Sometimes if the crown chakra is blocked, we do feel isolated. We don't feel like we have support around us. So definitely connect to your crown chakra. It could be blocked, or it could be overactive. And so that's something that I feel Spirit's advising here too. There is a romantic love that is divine and spiritual. It is meant to flow easily, naturally, and bring happiness, abundance, and growth to your life. So I want to get one more confirmation for that in a moment, but some of you do have love coming in too, and it's supposed to be easy. So if you're holding on to a love or a situation that's not easy, then that's not the same one. Anything else for Taurus in November? We have the Holy Spirit. Wow. So expect miracles. We have call to action here. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. So another indication of that. We have here definitely the leader here. There's something you need to like walk your talk, lead by example, do what you are doing from your soul. So something is preventing you from completely embracing that part of yourself. Um, we have the Holy Spirit. So remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So yeah, Spirit has your back here. We have so many cards here about support that's around you. So if maybe some of you need to hear that here in November, that you do have what it takes, whether this is a spiritual support or even people. I mean, it definitely feels more like a spiritual support, but there's something like that you need to go after. And I don't know what it is necessarily, but it's going to be different for many of you. But if whether you know what this is or not, even if you don't have a clearly defined vision of what this new seed is or this new potential is, even just having the potential in mind that you want to be better, or you want to grow more, or you want to expand past your limitations, that will you do have Spirit's support with that, and they'll show you the way. But you kind of have to take the first step, is what I'm getting. You know, you have to, I don't know, you have to do something to get there first. For many of you, I do think you're holding on to something. Anything else for Taurus in November? Look at this. I am spiritually protected and I am awake. So there's with this awake here, this is the crown chakra here too. For many of you, I feel like you are awakening, or you're already awake to something, or this is Spirit saying that like like an affirmation you need to tell yourself that I am awake, you know, like, because I feel like you, for some reason, like you with the passion here too, I don't know if it's because you don't see it yet or just because you feel like you can't do it yet here, but you are awakened to something, and you're going to be going through more awakening here. But it's also knowing that it's like you kind of have to move past the limitation here, because otherwise you're just going to kind of stay stuck in the same like tunnel, you know. So this is about you being awake and awake to the fact that there's something greater for you with the hunter here. And again, with the spiritually protected, you have a lot of spiritual support, so don't worry about not being supported with something here. And if something is negative around you or trying to, you know, intervene in your life or interfere in your life, Spirit is indicating here that you are protected, so you don't need to worry about that, because you do have Spirit support around you. I'm also getting too that if there is a specific dead end that you want to hang on to, especially if it's in regards to love or something, or maybe even, I don't know, something you're holding on to here purposely, like you don't want to let it go, Spirit's actually saying that this is divine protection with the dead end here and the 8th house, the release here. And so this is why, even though you may feel stranded, even though you may feel like, for some of you, if you do walk away from this, then you feel like you're alone or you don't feel like you have support. That's actually not the case, is what I'm getting. It's more so about you being protected and led in the right direction. I'll see any self-care for you, Taurus, in November. Yes, flow like water. Yeah, so flow with the tide, you know, flow with the motion here, like a river just taking you downstream. You do have to just really go with the flow right now. We also have drink tea. So maybe some specific herbal teas are calling out to you, and that's also going to be very healing for you this month, Taurus, in November. So drink more tea, is what I'm also getting. There could be a specific tea. I don't know what kind of tea it is, but there could be a specific tea that will help you to either calm, you know, it could be like a calming tea, or it could be an herbal tea, a different herbal tea that's going to give you some form of boost of energy, or whatever that could be, or maybe just the ritual of drinking tea as well. So I'm not going to focus too much on love here, but I do want to get just one or two of these to see what is the overall theme for Taurus in love in the month of November. I keep wanting to say January, so I don't know if something's happening in January. Taurus, what is the... So Spirit, what is the theme for Taurus and love in November? What's the main theme of your love life in November? what did I say? Protection is divine protection, and we have regret. So this definitely could be that you're holding on to a person for some of you. And this is exactly what Spirit is saying, is that right now, whatever is happening in your life, even if it doesn't have to do with love for all of you, this is happening for divine protection. So whether it's just temporarily for a little bit or permanently, right now, the dead end is a dead end. There could be somebody though who feels regretful about how they treated you. So this is probably someone that from your past, someone who feels badly for what they said or did to you here. Let's just get a few for love. Tell me for Taurus in love, Spirit, please, in November. Three of Swords and the Lovers. Wow. And here's the Six of Cups too. Lots of, yeah, here's the Justice reverse, Ten of Pentacles. This is definitely somebody who I feel there's a lot of spiritual lovers, Six of Cups, Three of Swords. Usually though, for me, yeah, we have the interference here. This is probably somebody in love who some form of third party is involved. I don't know if it's a person or something else, but there's some form of third party influence around your love life here in November. And someone feels regretful about that. So just one card for where things are heading then. What's the outcome for Taurus in love? Two of Swords. So let's get one more confirmation for the Two of Swords. I don't see much action in your love life here. Or there's this somebody here is choosing to not make a decision. For others of you, this is you, Taurus, and you're choosing not to see the truth about something. The outcome for Taurus in love in November. Yep, denial and release. So that's what that's speaking to. So that's the energy around your love life here. There's something you're choosing not to see, or the other person is choosing not to see the truth. But I kind of feel like it could be a little bit more of you. Even though this could be a connection here with the Lovers and the Three of Swords, that there's somebody who's not wanting to see or choose this higher love, okay? And for others of you who are completely single, I don't know what it is, but you need to release something here and surrender something in order to move past this Three of Swords so that you can have more growth in your life. So let's just get the final messages for Taurus, please. Let's get 3 of these. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to tell Taurus this month? We have changing your mind. We also have choose a new direction. So yeah, you could be changing your mind about something. You do have choices that are coming up for you. We have choices that came through. Anything else for Taurus, Spirit? Patience, please, within the next few weeks. Okay. So something within the next few weeks here that you need to be patient about. So that's why I said there might be a temporary dead end for a reason for you. So try not to push past that barrier, because Spirit's saying that you need to, whatever you want here, something with that seed and the hunter, whatever you want and whatever is meant to be yours is meant to be yours. But you need to have patience, because something within the next few weeks in November, like maybe by the end of November into the first part of December, you're going to have more clarity about what to do next and where to go. But right now could be a difficult time here in limbo for you in all areas maybe. And this is why Spirit's saying that there's something you need to kind of maybe change your direction about, or you will be choosing to go into a new direction in your life here. Let's get the final one for Taurus. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new, and be true to you. Yep. So you finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. So that's pretty much what the whole reading is about. So just know, Taurus, to summarize, that you have to be patient right now, because something is shifting for you in the next month or so, but it is going to be about a completely new direction in some way. There's definitely a stagnation here that you're holding very tightly onto, even if you're not consciously aware of it. It might be like just a soul level thing that you're kind of stagnant here, and this is definitely a lot of deep transitions that are happening in your eighth house or just eighth house activity here for you that I feel will be very significant change here. You may feel alone, but again, you need to release something that you've been holding on to. There's some unfinished healing here that you have not completed or has not completed the right time for you, but you are being spiritually protected during this time. So any form of divine, like anything that's being held back for you right now, or maybe it feels too difficult, is actually happening for a reason, because you need to detach at the moment to see the truth of a situation and love too. I do think there's some interference going on in your love life, or somebody who's currently feeling very regretful about you or the situation here. But Spirit is trying to protect things until either the timing is right and better, or overall, they're just trying to protect you from something that could be possibly detrimental to you. So yeah, and be playful here. And in November, you're going to find more reasons to be playful, reasons to be more uplifting of your energy. And Spirit does want to encourage you to really, really harness your power, because you have a very powerful energy, but there's some form of dance between the dark and the light for you. And maybe right now you're a little bit more in the dark. So that's what I'm getting. You have quite a bit of miracles and spiritual support and protection around you. You have the Holy Spirit here coming through to support you in your endeavors. Yeah, you may have a choice here. Some of you may be changing your mind about something very significant in November here. A lot of you, I feel, could be light workers too. You're being called to action with the leader here, or if it's not a light worker, just whatever your field is, you're being called to, like, raise a promotion, to really elevate your position, is what I'm getting here. And there could be some things going on around your social circle, or this could be around love too. There's activity here, but I also feel you're going to be having new friends coming in too, or something around friends with the Three of Cups that is going to be shifting and changing for you in a positive way too. And that's what I'm getting here. So I hope that this could help you, Taurus. Oh, and your crown chakra as well. Balance and open your crown chakra and drink tea. So I hope this helped you, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, and much love.